Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today it's a Gruul Rolls aggro deck. Yeah, we're going to roll over our opponents. We're going to get on a roll. We're going to be like butter. We're so on that roll. Anyway, cool Gruul creatures and roll instants. Instants that create rolls are the key to this deck. So we have Royal Treatment and we have Monstrous Roll. One gives +2/+0 until end of turn and an aura that gets +1/+1 and has trample. The other gives a +1/+1 and ward 1 royal roll and grants hexproof until end of turn. The rest of the deck is creatures designed to put the pressure on, and there are some upgrades. We have Ruby Daring Tracker, a mana dork that also has haste and gets strong when it attacks with larger creatures. I love this card because you can play it on turn 2 and then use a roll to protect it from a cut down. And then Charming Scoundrel has a similar effect where you can make a treasure, and that can also help you hold up a roll, but it can also create a wicked roll itself. So it's a very nice 2-drop. The real star of the deck for me is the Questing Druid. This new card is an adventure creature. It has a draw 2 kind of reckless impulse effect that's on an instant, which is not normal. And then the other side, it says whenever you play a non-green, non-colorless spell, you put a +1/+1 counter on Questing Druid, so it becomes big. That's why if you look over the deck, everything is actually a red spell except for Royal Treatment, so that your Questing Druid can grow big and strong. What do you do with big and strong creatures? Voldaren Thrill Seeker. We seek thrills. This is the first time I've really loved this card in a deck. It's cool in other decks. In this deck, I feel like it was made to fling. So I think you'll enjoy watching the Thrill Seeker seeking thrills. I think if you also enjoy watching me suck at playing aggro, have I got content for you today? You guys love to make fun of me for when I play aggro. Terrible player, whatever. Don't care. Always trying to be entertaining. Let's dive in. Let the roll nonsense begin. And a quick thank you to Cool Stuff Inc. and Moxfield.
Command Fest Orlando is coming October 20th to 22nd. So get ready for a weekend full of Magic the Gathering in one of the country's premier vacation destinations. Get your tickets now at commandfestorlando.com.
Ew, no 1-drop or 2-drop on the draw? Terrible. Better, closer, warmer. One of the royal treatments can go away. Let the Kumanoing and Kakazaning begin. Wait a minute. How'd you get there? Shuffler's fine. Esper with cut down mana. There is a window for them to kill the Charmed Scoundrel, but I think we go for it anyway. Maybe we're supposed to make the treasure and protect. Yeah, this hand could use the treasure. Okay, doesn't feel like they've... Oh, pause. Pause. Pause we has. And a hit. No cut down. Interesting. Might be a march. Careful taps. Virtue, get wrecked. Don't know why they have a floating white, but here's hexproof, here's a roll. No life gain for you. No adventure for you. You clowned yourself. And we hit our land drop. That's pretty good. And let's just hold up mana and use the Questing Druid's ability on their turn, because Questing Druids seek the beast as an instant, which is not that common for this effect. And there's a land drop and a Raiju. That's pretty good. Here we go. Unfortunately, I have to take down the Royal Treatment protection, so I don't expect the Raiju to live, but it's gonna do some damage. There's probably a Wandering Emperor here. Let's target the Etching.
Finally, I'm home.
They want to leave the Raiju on the battlefield. I'm okay with that. They do not. Probably wise.
Judgment is fun.
All right, they're at 5. They need a board wipe. Let's see if they have it. Tap land, Samurai.
Keep watch for intrusion.
That's it. Thrill Seeker. Might have a counter spell though, huh? They're at 5. Right now we don't have a straight lethal on board. If this resolves, we do. But they definitely might have a counter spell. Oh well. If they do, we still have Royal Treatment up, which I believe is lethal? Nope, not quite. All right, target creature to get the counters. They let this resolve. This has which roll? Royal roll. Let's go here. See what they do. They let that resolve. I attack. See what the opponent does. It might be another Wandering Emperor. You have to pay a life for that. And then we just fling this at their face and they die. It's just lethal sitting there at the moment. So they put Wandering Emperor on the stack. They're dead. Got him. Esper control. You can't control these rolls. Opponent goes first again. But we have a 2-mana 3/3, so I'll try this hand. That can be a tough one for mono red sometimes, especially if they don't play anything here. Also, Ruby's really good with haste because you can play it and hold up either of the rolls, and when the opponent tries to kill it, you have a good response. So I like Ruby here. Our opponent's gonna play with fire. Here's Felden. No big surprises yet. This is what they do, but let's go to my turn. Play Ruby. No attacks. Just hold up our 1/2 with the ability to give her the Royal Treatment. If the opponent tries to burn it, I will stop them. I already used one play with fire as well. Also, if they tap out for something like a squee, you can block and kill it. I'm gonna strike it. There we go. Now we have a 2/3 hexproof with ongoing ward 1. Kamano, sure. 2 Helana Elena. Let's do it. Pretty good. If they kill her, we have another. And they already used Play with Fire and Lightning Strike. All right, Squee is a 3/3. Coming in. Kill the 1/1. Go to 10. 10 could be... I would like it to be higher, not gonna lie, but here we are. How much can we attack our opponent for? A lot. Thrill Seeker would be amazing, though. Don't quite have that. I honestly think what we're supposed to do here, play Maze Crusher, attack opponent for, what, 8? 9? Leave the 4/5 back? We can also monstrous roll Helana Elena. How much is that? That is 5. And then 5 here is 9. That's 14. 19. 19. One more mana would do it. I don't see that, though. What if I play the Bodyguard? 1, 2, 3. There isn't a way to get the extra power. God, that's close. 19. All right. And yeah, I can remove the counters, but I don't have the mana. So we'll just do like this. And then this can remove 2 counters for +2/+2. We could have also Vigilanced, but I think we're good. Let's play the Bodyguard, and then we can protect Helana Elena and not do damage to Felden. Yeah, I saw 19 damage. If you saw 20, let me know. Just be sure. Like, I thought about removing the counters for the +2/+2. I thought about Monstrous Rage on Helana Elena. I thought about Hajar sacking it. None of those get you there. Oh, does this... Dang it. New card. This would have had +2/+2. That, I think that does it. All right, We learning. Learning is hard. Opponent's gonna attack. Let's put blocks here. Let's put blocks here and here. Taking 3 right now. And no sacrifice. And still no sacrifice. Down to 6. It should be pretty dead. They do have a blocker, the Foundry, but we have the Trample. I mean, that gives us extra counters, but we don't need them. We want the Trample on this. We go Vigilant. We go counters. We go combat. +2/+2, man. It was right there. All right, so they make some blocks. So just wait for the block and then give Ruby the Trample, right? Okay. Trample Ruby. +2/+2. Not that we needed it. I just like killing mono red a lot. All right. Missed lethal. Still 1. I won't forget about the Ruby thing again, I promise. I swear. I'll never forget how to play aggro ever. We're on the play. 2 straight on the draw wins have been nice, but going first sounds delightful. I wish we had a Kumano Faces Kakazan. But since that's our only serious 1-drop, we'll keep this hand. And away we go. What you got? I'm guessing a control deck. Or fairies, maybe. This is where I love Ruby because she can defend herself with the royal treatment. I know I kind of said that a game ago. It's so true, though. Like, look at that. Every other 2-drop is dead there. Just dead. I mean, unless it's a 3/3. I mean, even if they have another one here, it doesn't work because of that royal treatment. Now, my God, if I had drawn a land, Helana and Elena would be busted here. I'm going to try to hit my land drop with this Questing Druid. This could go really poorly. Let's see what happens. Okay, we hit. We don't get to play the Thrill Seeker, though. I would love to attack, but I don't think that's the right idea. Should I try to hit my next land drop? Should I play this? It might have another cut down. I think I just passed, to be honest, which feels weird, but we need to hit our next land drop too. I guess we don't have to, but if they kill this and then we untap, miss our land drop, playing Helana Elena doesn't really do anything. Thrill Seeker doesn't do much. Yeah, let's pass. Look at me playing aggro wrong. I know, guys, I know. Frickin' control mages playing aggro. Disgusting. Pathetic. Who let them out of the house this way? Yeah, now they're probably going to kill it. And yep, they did have another cut down. And we do hit the land drop. And a Scoundrel. Okay, so Mountain. Questing Druid. I think so. Could also play Kumano Faces Kakazan. We could also play Scoundrel, make a Treasure, play Druid. But then Druid doesn't get buffed. I want Druid now. So there's a +1/+1 counter. Let's throw some Wicked Rolling on our Scoundrel and get in there for damage. I love that. Sheldred. There she is in all of her Sheldred glory. But this deck gets bigger. We could also Thrill Seeker and kill Sheldred that way. Ooh, that's pretty good. Let's do it. So probably gonna block here. Would be silly to take it, opponent. All right. Passing turn. Sneaky stuff. Would love to have a mana open, so I think that this is going to be a questing druid into this open mana. There's no wandering emperor, but there's probably removal. So let's get another questing druid cooking. Let's get a counter on it with Kumano playing around a board wipe. And let's turn our 2 critters sideways and see if we get to deal some damage. Pile on. Destroy target creature, surveil 2. Okay. Wicked Roll will deal you 1. I really hope that I get another land. As soon as I have it, I can play Helana and Elena, and I can put the counters on the Thrill Seeker and fling it. Kaito.
No secret is safe.
What you gonna do, buddy? One. Do we pitch our Thrill Seeker to kill Kaito now? I mean, it's a pretty cheap play. I know that the Helana-Elena synergy looks good, but I think we'll win with or without that. Could also just kill the 1/1 and attack. But if we draw a roll, that's even better. I think we just do this next turn, potentially. It's kind of a waste of 1 mana. They do have 2 mana open, which tells me that they're probably going to mess with Helana and Elena, to be honest, though. All right, let's do it. Let's take out the 1/1. It can block the questing druid, which can attack for way more. Okay. Yep, they did have removal, but we got it out of them. That's good. Monstrous Rage, you say? Let's see if we can do this. Seek the Beast. Ruby and Kumano. Not bad. This will get a counter. And we play you. It's not land, but we are keeping the pressure on for sure. And we're getting a ton of value. Look how many more cards we have than the control deck. I mean, the only thing that's really scary is Farewell, which they probably run. But even if they have it, we're going right back at them the next turn. Far from out of gas.
I can't uncover.
They pass. We draw a tapped land, not great. Got 9 life, huh? I still think the Helana and Elena will get interfered with. Let's go for Questing Druid. It's a counter. And let's go for Charmed Scoundrel. It's a counter on the Questing Druid. Let's make a treasure. So we have Monstrous Roll open. Move to combat and swing at you, your face. Removal is go for the throat. Monstrous Rage doesn't stop that. Do we think they have more removal? They might. Let's hold. Forgot to play the land. Smooth. No, I totally did that on purpose. The Charmed Scoundrel might loot it. I totally never needed 1 land this whole time. I'm so bad at playing aggro decks. It's true. It's true. But you know what? It's for your entertainment. If you can play it better, then the win rate on my video is actually exaggerated down. 6 life. Time to ride. What's it gonna be? Children's Edict. You. Easy. Still probably have a Wandering Emperor over there, but we're gonna be fine. With Tawara, you're still taking 6, opponent. You didn't even get to see my Monstrous Rage. Dude, flying through ranks now. This makes last season look like a marathon. This is a cakewalk. 3-0. On the play with Kumano, it must be my birthday. Let's roll. I wish I had a different 2-drop though, because I really want to use the Seek the Beast mode of Questing Druid to hit my lands. We'll see what we draw. Because we're not Kumanoing. That's happening. That is what we do here. White mana. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna play the critter. I want the +1/+1 counter quite a bit. Actually, do I? I mean, it's just a 2/2, and next turn I transform Kumano. I have 2 royal treatments, but I still need a land for the Raiju. I think we give up the +1/+1 counter. Oh my god, I'm getting roasted again. You guys are gonna roast me again. Not aggro enough. CGB does it wrong. Alright, well, let's see if they punish me with a Make Disappear. They don't know how good a Make Disappear would be right there. It would be very good. It would be a problem for me. I could save this and play around Make Disappear by just playing Kumano and holding up Royal Treatment. Their 3-mana play is probably a Dissipate. Well, then this would play around Make Disappear next turn and have a counter. Let's do it. Let's play around it. Control deck must be worked. Congrats on 3 turns of nothing. I'm proud of you. A +1/+1 counter, please. See, I think they're going to bank on Wandering Emperor to catch them up, and that's when Royal Treatment's going to be very, very good. Sunset Revelry. They're not going to draw. They're going to gain life and make dorks. Dorks you have. That is a good play for them right there, and they probably still have Make Disappear for the Raiju. But we still have a good amount of pressure. We're just flooding. Which is not good. Alright, they don't gang up, so they're thinking Sweeper. Let's see if they just have Curve into Sunfall with no extra card draw. Not yet. Alright, do we play Raiju? I think we play Helana and Elena. That's a +1/+1 counter right there. Syncopate for 3. You got it. Still 7 points of pain. I'm down to 9. With 2 royal treatments, it could get really interesting. Let's see if they sweep the board. Or if they try to use targeted removal, which they haven't touched yet, which has been really unfortunate for our royal treatments. Huge thunderbolts in the sky outside. Don't know if you can hear that. But if power blips out, that's why. And then you'll never see this video, probably. Or there'll be a weird cut. And I go from 1 timeouts to the final rope. Okay, that's just a gain 4, right? And make mites. So they're at 13. So I put a royal treatment here. I put a royal treatment here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. Actually, modified creatures, right? Okay, let's do it. Modify Hue. Yeah, it's not just +1/+1 counters. Auras are modifications too. And Ruby to top it off. Nice White Suns. You're going down. Oh my goodness, you're dead. Look how insanely dead you are. They did what they could to try to see another turn, but White Suns and Farewell and Sunfall are not the same card. You need a variety. You can't just lean on White Suns. It's too expensive. This is probably a Mind Splice Apparatus deck then. And looking at the rest of their action, they just never cast an interactive spell. And yeah, that is why they died. For update to 4 and 0. Ooh, the mono red hand. But the Seek, it does make treasure, and Seek the Beast might get there. It's on the draw. That's pretty bad. If we're against some kind of a control deck, though, we're okay. Hard to take anything away from these sleeves, and there's no pet. It doesn't give me mono red vibes, though. Let's see what happens. Ah! Okay. Well, that's gonna be tough. A little value can go a long way. Maybe the Thrill Seekers can pick off some of their better creatures. Thalia's annoying on the play, always. If they have an Adeline next turn, it's kind of a disaster. So, play the Scoundrel. I think here we need the treasure. We could also try to discard draw, but I think the treasure is where it's at. Another officer. Well, the Thrill Seeker's looking okay. I don't think they're gonna ossificate the Scoundrel, are they? We're gonna play Vanguard, which I guess has to be the thing we kill. That's a block, right? Right? Yeah. Scoundrel down, green mana located. We're in it. We are in the game. How do we play it? We can play Questing Druid first, then Ruby to pump it, and we have a 1-2 and a 2-2. We can also play Ruby, then play a Thrill Seeker, putting the counters on the Thrill Seeker, so we have a 3-3 that can fling, but we wouldn't have the mana to fling it. I feel like we really want to have something on the board when we seek our thrills. So let's go with the Questing Druid and Ruby. And this at least makes the opponent pause about attacking with their Vanguard. Ah, there's their ossification. I thought they might have one. Yeah, they go for the Druid, sure. I've still got a 1-2 I could trade with their recruitment officer. Yeah, they don't want to trade this time. I wish I had a roll token, but we couldn't cast it because of Thalia anyway. Okay, we are still here. That is a big creature. It can also destroy an artifact or enchantment. I'd love to wait till I have one more mana. So let's play Thrill Seeker. Back Ruby up. And pass? Because we can fling, right? And we also might have to pay ward cost if we want to kill Thalia. It only has that until end of turn, but the... Yeah, okay, so here's what we need to ping before it makes everything bigger. Now, if I do that, I'm taking 8. Oh my god. Because I have to pay ward. It's so bad. We can still attack here. God, I hate that. Everything about this deck is just so good at what it does. Last card also good. Looks like another ossification. I'll scoop to that. Two life, not very much. Another Thrill Seeker. Don't think there's a choice here. So we're hoping for block kill. The opponent will probably ruin it with an ossification. They can also win with a pumped up Foundry. At this point we're on hope they don't see it. Going second's hard, guys. It happens. This deck also doesn't run removal, so the only way you compete in these games is by outscaling or by somehow pulling some Thrill Seeker shenanigans. And I mean, I think we all know whenever we play a creature deck and we're on the draw against a good mono white curve and they draw 2 ossifications or brutal cathars, the game is mostly a disaster. So no surprise, still a very good deck. On the play, we've got a nice curve. This should be a hand that can compete with everything. We'll again debate whether or not to play Questing Druid next turn, but with this hand, I'm far more likely to do it because we're going to hit all of our land drops. But we'll see what the opponent does. Cut down? This actually does get cut down, which is frustrating. I think we're better off playing second Kumano then. Or using the Exile Adventure mode. I'm gonna go on an adventure. Two mana does, underdog. Darn Raiju. But okay. It's fine. This is fine. We do get the land. I think we play Questing Druid Kumano, which means we should attack first. Exile. Bye-bye, Raiju. I really needed that 4-drop. Let's see if they have the cut down here. Trespass. No, they don't. Or they think they can get away with a trespasser. I'll show you. We're seeking thrills. You see, I don't need dollar bills to have fun tonight. I love thrills. So we can kill the trespasser. We'd have to discard a land, no big deal. We'd still have a 2/2. If the opponent played a Shieldred, we wouldn't have anything to really attack through it. I think we keep our 5/5. If they want to go for that throat, it's okay. Shocking. Owie. So Thrillseeker still does 2 damage somewhere. Let's see what we can hit. I would love some roll tokens. So we have a bunch of red mana in our hand. But there's way more red cards in the deck than green, which is why I'm like thinking I'm supposed to leave up green. Seek. +1/+1 counter. Land, Maze Crusher. Beautiful. Let's go with the land. Making this a 7. Does that matter here? Okay. Let's go. You want some? Okay, that's a trade. 5 mana does what? Hopefully not Gix's command. That would be insane. Sheldred, of course. Why wouldn't it be? Draw. Vigilance is a really good ability. And then there's 2 pumps, right? So we could do this. There's 5 oil counters, so we could be an 8/8 Vigilance Menace. This is 9/10. Doesn't quite finish the job. Let's keep digging. The card advantage from this card is amazing, and it's gone a long way. All right, Ruby and Royal Treatment. We need to leave up mana for the Thrillseeker. We should leave up mana for the Maze Crusher for sure. All right, so it's you. Vigilance and Menace. Force them to block with both, but we can't kill both. So just turn it sideways. Do I attack with you? Do I attack with you? If they block here, here. I mean, I can royal. I can roll with both of these. I could potentially kill the children, and we need to play the royal treatment this turn anyway. All right, just you. Thought about it. Let's be sure. They're taking it. Well. Five points. They go to 8. Keep playing critters. Tainted adversary? The death touch is good. The zombies aren't too scary because they don't block. All right, they didn't make any zombies, so they've got one more play here. 4 mana or less. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, what's that gotta be? Like a go for the throat? Yeah, could be. Ooh, ooh. Take that. Okay, just a blocker, draw. Falling quick in life though. Getting scary. We didn't draw a way to put counters on anything. But let's make the 1/1s. Let's add the Vigilance and Menace. They're at 11. And this is 9, and this is 10, 11. So they've got to double block it. But maybe they don't know that. Let's make this really enticing. If they turn this one around and win, it's because we drew way too many lands, but I'd say we have a chance here. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, if they let this through, it gets there, right? If I understand my cards. Okay. Pump. I know, lots of text. It's easy to miss. Double Shieldred? No problem. This deck just swings right through. You'd love to see that. Did I have fun? I had so much fun. Just grueling my way up the ladder like nobody's business. Let's update that record. 5-1. We are on the play. I am going to Kumano into the classic choice of what to do with a questing druid. Double Pain Land means we're definitely playing mono red, right? Although this gives me strong soldier vibes. Read them like a book. All right, against soldiers, are we questing beast mode? Questing druid mode, rather. I think so. I think this is where we play the druid. We probably won't remove this right away, and we have a good board presence to start fighting with. 2 Raiju means we really need the land drops, though. So hopefully we draw land. Really, really hope so. We got a veteran. No, I don't want to trade. We want to fight to be aggressive. Good for them. Against my pain lands. Come on. It makes sense. Where do the counters go? Right here. We moving up. Now let's see what the opponent can do. The big 3 drops. Brutal Cathar, that is a good 3 drop. That's why we put it on the etching. The +1/+1 counters. And they're going to stay aggressive. Okay, we are at 10. They are at 12. We draw land off the top, which is the Thundering Raiju. It hurts, though. So they have 7 points coming at me. If they have another Anthem here, they win, right? Also, attacking with a Thrill Seeker doesn't make sense right here. So we'll just attack like this. But if they fail to kill us this turn... they're probably going to die. Let's see what they can do. Another Brutal Cathar doesn't do it. It's very close, though. They can also lock me out of green mana or double red because of my Karplusan Forests. They have the Anthem. They have double Anthem. Yeah. They never, ever didn't have it. Now the Karplusan Forest killed us. Shuffler is fine. Thank you for the 3 Pain lands. It happens. White aggro decks still being a thorn in my side. Yeah. On the draw is hard, but Kumano is easy. So this might be turn 2 Scoundrel, turn 3 Raiju. So we'll see what our opponent's up to. If they can handle such a hand. Berry. Okay. Very interactive deck. It'll be hard to do all of the shenanigans we want to do, I think. But we will try. Just straight up counterspell on 2. Love that. We go first. That does not happen. Now, Thoughtseize you. Probably the Raiju, but we'll see. Royal Treatment is a card. That implies they don't have another counter because they would love me to spend 4 mana. Do we roll? I think we roll. We've got to be aggressive. Who gets it? You get it. They know about the Royal Treatment. Are they going to block? That would be weird. So it's a good block because the roll token gets destroyed. If we play the Royal Treatment there are 2 rolls, and then one of them just gets deleted. All right, they got a 1/3. Still not going to block me. Let's Thrill Seek. Yeah. I still don't need dollar bills to have fun tonight. They're out of cards. So they take the damage. And let's kill that messenger, huh? So they get no card selection. They just get their 3/3. And off the top, they draw a fairy. That surveils and possibly draws another card. This game could get close. We need a way to put counters and up the power of our Thrill Seeker. A roll is nice. But once again, the roll thing doesn't solve everything. We put a roll, in this case, on either one of these. The Sleep Cursed Fae still blocks it pretty easily. So actually, we need to draw better cards, which is sad but true. Okay, that's a good one. Pass. Also, now they might go for a removal spell because they don't know we have another Royal Treatment here. I think we make this the 3/3. Do we? I want to be able to kill this Sleep Cursed Fae when I want to. Let's make this the 3/3. That way we don't have to do it this turn. So did they draw removal? Yes, they did. But because we discarded one of the treatments, they don't know about this one. Love that. And we get Chumpies. Makes sense because they can draw a card with it, which is very good. If I still had a Kumano out, it would have exiled. Can't kill the Sleep Curse Fae until we can pay the ward. They draw and they scoop. Must not be a good pair of top decks. Fairies, very tough to play tempo deck that I see a lot of people kind of struggling with how and when to attack. You do have to attack. Like, if it has to block, it's in big trouble. And obviously here it's against a deck that's no interaction and all aggro, so it's very hard to play the tempo game. That's gonna be a 6 and a 2. I was starting to forget Monstrous Rage was in this deck. I feel like I haven't seen it in about half an hour. I'll try this hand. Ruby is likely to die. And the opponent's on the play with a Skrelv, so Thalia might just ruin our roll. We'll see. Or slow our roll would probably be the term. That was easy. Opponent with no problems in their entire life here. Ruby, Ruby, Ruby. Hello? It's just Skrelv, but I mean, I know, read new cards. They probably aren't aware a new set came out. After all, they don't need to put any new cards in their deck for the next 2 years. Just the way Wizards likes it. It's so weird. And yeah, I'm still snarky about no rotation. It's just so weird. Yeah, okay. They really don't like Ruby, which could punish us if we just don't rip a land here. This game is already ugly. Yeah, it was ugly to begin with on the draw against Skrelv Thalia. Beautiful. Still think it's the play. Like, if we play Ruby here, it doesn't do much. And we can't dig for a land with Questing Druid. Yeah, when you're on the draw and you miss a land drop against Thalia, it feels like they hacked Magic the Gathering and that the whole world hates you. That's how bad it feels. And when they rope you, not rope, just are super slow because of Skrelv, it feels even... Okay, officially roped me because of Skrelv. It's even worse. I wish they just show me a Sheldred so I could concede. Okay, a land, a land, a land, a land. Magic the Gathering, let's go. So we get an extra +1/+1 counter on whatever we play. If we play Ruby, we can double spell with a Questing Druid, which is just a 1/1. But I think that's fine. Gotta get that thing moving. It's good with Thrill Seeker. Well, Thrill Seeker can only really go face, which is unfortunate. So we have to make our creatures huge. That's our only way into this game. They transform it. So they can be aggro. Whenever a source deals damage to this, that source's controller exiles a card from their hand at random. If it's a land card, you may put it on the battlefield, otherwise you may cast it without paying its mana cost. Well, that's something I want to block here anyway. We're probably just going to die, but... I mean, they would need like Rafine to kill me next turn. We can actually attack them for a lot. Land would be nice. I would like to draw land, please. That's not a land. X is the modified creatures other than this. So if we tap this for mana, it's still modified. This is modified. This can be modified. Let's go. We gotta hit him hard, and then we gotta survive. All right, do I hold back a blocker? They're gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which puts them at 8, which means if we survive, we're very likely to win. If we put in an extra 2 points of damage and put them at 7, it's not that big of a difference. And being at 9 is very bad. They can make this unblockable, but we can still block the other one. Let's do it. We want to modify the etching so they take 3 off the Raiju trigger. And then see if they can kill me. They transformed so confidently last turn, I feel like I'm dead. But it takes more than just a removal spell. They still need another point of damage. So like Rafine Go for the Throat would probably do it, but that would be their whole hand, so they would have to connive into a non-land. Here they come. Do we go to 2? If we go to 2, Sheldred kills us. And mana open. That's bad. Okay. Well, I think what they want to do is kill the Raiju. If I Thrill Seek back up something else, maybe that helps. Urtai is the card I have my eye on as, ooh, that would be bad. Because they're dead on board, and I think they know that. A Go for the Throat would be a pain. We need to target somewhere else. If we put it here, and they kill the Raiju, they take 1, 2, 3, and 8. They die. If they kill the Raiju and block what? Yeah, we want to give the backup ability somewhere else. Where? If we put it on Ruby... Ruby says if we attack with a creature of 4 or greater, she gets a bonus. So if we put it on the etching and then got to attack, she'd get a bonus. If we target Ruby now, we can sack Ruby. We can float the mana, sack this, hit for 1, and attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. We also have mana potentially for a monstrous roll. And giving trample could be huge. Okay, let's go here. Does that resolve? Go for the Throat. Okay. Knew that that could happen. Float a mana or monstrous roll. They still have 3 up. Well, we're definitely floating a mana. The question is, do we now monstrous roll one of our creatures, or do we fling with Thrill Seeker? Well, then we just have a mana that does nothing. All right, let's go for monstrous roll. What do we target? We're not getting out of this turn alive. So let's just target you. Go for it. Hello? Hello? It wrote me out? No, it wrote me out! Do I win anyway? I still have a potential lethal. It depends what their last card is. Oh, come on! Alright. Can't... We can put them on 1. I can sack Thrill Seeker, kill Skrelv? This tramples over for 2. Alright. Well, no attacks, I guess. End turn. That was great. I love that. Thanks, thank you. Overthought it through the game. They've held priority all the time, so I became numb to the timer. You have to hope they don't activate the Skrelv, I guess? Or the Plaza? Three pieces of interaction, huh? Dang. Yeah, Plaza will do it. I get it. I get it. I do get it. All right. Master blockers gotta be here. Gotta be here. I mean, then we're going to 1, right? But they get to cast something random from my hand for free, and I hope it's not a Thrill Seeker. This has trample, so we can't get around the trigger. I mean, it's possible, right? That they hit Monstrous Rage and we win with Raiju here? They hit my creature. So is it possible to win? I don't think so. Don't think it's possible anymore. They could forget to cast it. Oh, they dug for a Shieldred. Yeah, okay, fine. Rub it in, why don't you? Oh, that one's on me. Well, it goes down as an L, but obviously the timer got me. That was a tough situation, though, so for anybody who wants to make fun of me, let's see you handle it in front of the world, you big brains. And we are back for the post-game wrap on a 6-3, should have been 7-2 Gruul deck. This deck is very powerful. If you love my control builds, you'll probably hate this deck, but this is a toilet gaming special, I would say. It is a little more complicated, figuring out how and when to use Thrill Seeker, picking your modes on Charmed Scoundrel, when to use Questing Druid and when not to. These are interesting decisions that aren't, say, as straightforward as Mono Red Shoot Face, but the deck has a power level that's a little different and gives you that satisfying card advantage from the Questing Druid, as well as the satisfying creatures grow big that you get from having the roll tokens and Halana and Elena and Thundering Raiju. So I think that this is a legitimate Mythic contender deck. It was ranking up pretty easy for the most part, and I'm not even good at these things. So thank you for watching this video. I hope that if you enjoy Gruul rolls that you'll leave me a comment. Let me know how you're doing with it. If you went 0-19, that's thanks for the comment. I know you can't not leave a comment like that. I know how this works, but I do appreciate you watching the whole video. That supports the channel, and hitting like and subscribe tops it off very nicely, so please like and subscribe. And thank you to CoolStuffInc.com, promo code CGB5 to order your Eldraine cards, and Moxfield, the best deck list site on the internet. Remember to hit follow on my Moxfield profile to see my decks before anyone else. Putting the sponsors in there always throws off my spiel. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I'll see you in the next video. You're cool. The one in Best of One. Do you love him?
Oh, yeah.
Envy him?
Híjole, madre de Dios.
Despise him? Yet admire him? Whether you're a student of the dojo or a salty mono red scrub, head over to Moxfield, the official home for all of my deck lists. Whether you're here for Standard, Brawl, or both, see all of my deck lists from the videos on this channel. Study the curve, see an example hand, or do a virtual playtest. Whether you're trying to beat the one or study your sensei, find everything you need at Moxfield. Moxfield.com, the best site for Magic the Gathering decks on the internet.